first of all, thank you for inviting us to the set today. I mean, it just really feels like we are on the Justice League set. But how exciting is it for you guys to turn up on the real sets every day?
To turn up on the real sets every day, absolutely fantastic. Some of the technology which goes into building these sets and the minds behind it are so incredible that it does feel like, especially if you're in an enclosed set, it can feel very much like you're in a real environment. And for the actors, that's very helpful. But also for the kid inside, it's amazing because you get to live in these fantasy worlds for 6-7 months.
Yeah, exactly. What can you tell us about the unexpected storyline that Superman has in this one without divulging anything, to the surprise of the audience?
Without divulging anything, I can't tell you anything, I'm afraid. Superman's presence in the movie is more of an idea. He has become the idea that he was in life. He is hope. He is inspiration. He has inspired Batman himself to change his ways even after Superman has died. And that just shows the power of what Superman represents.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Have you been attentive to the fans and their surprise as to the fate of Clark Superman in the last one?
Have I been attentive?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to ignore them. Have you been listening to what they've been saying?
Absolutely. I mean, I try and listen as much as possible to the heartbeat of the fans and what they want. It's impossible to keep everyone happy, but it's important to listen. And these are all things that help us make better movies as we go on.
What we can tell the fans is that there's going to be that whole ensemble of those superheroes together on the screen. So how exciting was it to turn up on a set like that and then see everybody in the greatest probably Halloween party costume gathering ever?
On the Justice League set, it was an experience like no other. When I was there, went visited the guys one day, and I saw Cyborg, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Batman, and Flash all standing in a row in their full regalia, except for Cyborg, obviously, who was wearing his pajamas for CGI's purposes. But he still looked fantastic and very intimidating in his pajamas. But it was one of those moments of delight. It doesn't matter how tired you were. It didn't matter how bad a day you were having. You got to experience a little bit of history, and all of your childhood, play fantasies come true.
Absolutely. Talking about, a little bit tougher than that, the grueling preparation that it takes to become Superman. Is it easier throughout the movies because you're so used to it that you know what the routine is, or it's always, no cakes and, weights for you all the time?
Right. To get in the physical prep for Superman is you can become accustomed to it. You can be prepared for it mentally, but physically it's always very hard. No matter, to get yourself into that kind of shape, it is very hard, especially if you keep on backsliding after each time that you've played Superman, and then you need to get back into Superman shape. It can be a very, very difficult process. So, yes, I'm going to try very hard for the next time I play Superman to stay in a certain shape, so it's a little less taxing on the body.
No cream cakes for you at the end of the
No cream cakes for me.
What if, it's such an iconic character, and that's the understatement of the century. What have you grown to love most about that combination?
Of the iconic... Clark and Superman? Whew. It's so difficult to boil it down to just a few things. It's become such a presence in my life, and something which is so important to me, and something which I've tried to embody enormously since I've started playing the character, that it's more of a way of being than something which I can easily define. It is trying your hardest to be the best person you can be, while enabling everyone else around you to be the best people they can be as well, and supporting them, and not falling into negative instincts which can often be driven by the ego, which even Superman and Clark does at times. But it's trying your utmost not to have those things affect you. And it's, for me, I'm very grateful for the character, because he certainly allowed me to live my life in a better way. And hopefully, because of that, has helped some of the people around me as well.
Did you dress up as Superman as a kid? Do you have pictures?
I do, and maybe.
The Justice League means so much to the fans. What are you most looking forward to them seeing and experiencing?
For me, I'm very keen for the fans to experience just seeing the whole league in their journey of coming together as the Justice League. In the movie, we see these incredible beings all brought together by Batman and Wonder Woman, but because of their differences and because of the nature of the human mind and the various frailties that we all have, they don't gel well, they don't get along immediately, or they don't work as a cohesive unit. And that journey is exciting to watch and certainly draws a lot of parallels to how we may be all behaving in the world today.
Yeah, and this is like a bunch of solitary characters that, discover that they have much more in common than they would have thought initially. It is also about friendship, I thought. There's a lot of themes in the film, but friendship is one of them.
Absolutely, friendship is one of them.
Can you elaborate on Batman and Superman's possible friendship?
Well, all I can say about that is that it's that that age-old problem of you don't know what you got till it's gone. And Batman, first of all, tried to kill Superman, and then didn't. But then when Superman died, there's that bond which is created after losing something which you didn't realize was actually so important. And that sense of loss. And that is their relationship. And it drives Batman to try and embody the characteristics which Superman naturally embodied.
Let's talk about the other league of actors. Basically, it's the Justice League, but you guys are a league of an ensemble, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Did everybody get along? And how much do you have fun, watching Ezra as the Flash and Jason as Aquaman and all these things?
There's always a lot of fun to be had on the Justice League set. Ezra is hilarious. Everyone's very funny. Everyone's got a really good sense of humor, actually. Some of us not like our characters at all, and others are like our characters. And it's a good day at work when we're all together and we all bounce off each other and we make it good fun.